the WrestleGeddon Podcast. For over 3 years, the best of the worst wrestling podcast.
All right, fans, welcome to another edition of the WrestleGeddon Podcast. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Hope you all have a great holiday. Getting ready to rock and roll here. Of course, I'm one of your hosts, Chris the Heat Matthews, joined every week by Garrett G Money Munn and the Tennessee Jesus Carl Crossland. Fellas, how the hell are you?
Carl and I are pretty good. Carl and I got a little bored this week, so we thought that since NWA wasn't getting views, that we'd go to Corbin, had a match we wanted to give to him, and it was Carl and I were going to dress up as turkeys and have a exploding barbed wire death match for the main event, and the winner got to eat turkey dinner. Nice.
Did the turkeys get roasted?
Oh yeah, fried, frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. NWA needs to do something.
But he had one stipulation, and that's that we had to have a segment where we shot up with heroin before the match.
With James Mitchell. Awesome, you guys, and yet another random adventure, which brings us over to the random band entrance theme of the week this week, which is Avenged Sevenfold.
Man.
Good. How'd you like some Avenged Sevenfold, Garrett?
Well, I listened to him before, but I can't remember what song, so you have to give me a minute. Hold on.
Yeah. I think we did them before.
Did we?
I think so. I'm not like 100% sure. I'm like 80% sure, but
yeah, I feel like we did too, because I'm pretty sure I picked I'm pretty sure I know what song I picked, because it's the only song I would have picked, which would have been "Hail to the King," which is what I would pick.
Awesome.
I picked Unholy Confession.
You picked?
I don't know what Unholy Confession.
Okay. Nice.
I don't know what I picked last time. So. I actually realized, I didn't really they're okay, but I don't really care for Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to go with. I think actually I had Hail to the King, but Garrett took that one. I had a second one. I can't remember what the hell it was off the top of my head. And the Amazon shopping app is not going to help me with that.
Was it Gunslinger or?
No, it had
oh shit,
like a classic entry to it, like a intro, very classical music intro, and then when it
so far away.
I'm scrolling through my
all your matches will be ladder matches, and you can never reach the title. So far away.
Nobody. That's what it was. Nobody.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome. Danhausen. Finally. Danhausen's back on Dynamite. Oh, cool. All right. What you got for next week, Carl?
And honor of the holidays, I guess. It is Mariah Carey.
Oh, man. Okay.
So is anybody coming out to All I Want for Christmas?
All I want for Christmas is you.
The return of the Christmas creature.
I definitely will not be coming out to All I Want for Christmas.
This one's gonna be pretty hard because I don't think because we can't count features, right?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's got to be something that she's the main one on. But I mean, if it's like Mariah Carey featuring like Boys II Men or Old Dirty Bastard or something like that, then yeah. But not like Old Dirty Bastard featuring Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. That is going to be a tough one. Actually, I think I got it. I think I got mine already. So it's all right. We'll see. All right. So that's going to bring us over to the Elite Figure of the Week. It's technically not an Elite. It is an Ultimate Edition. But with Thanksgiving, I figured this was probably the only fitting figure that I had on my shelf. And it is none other than the Gobbledygooker.
Heck yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Pretty awesome. This is Amazon exclusive. Came in a 2-pack with the debut of The Undertaker. And it actually comes with a little Survivor Series stage and an egg.
Cool.
That was pretty awesome. Psyched for that. Get that back on the shelf. Had him like popping out of the egg. What's up, everybody? This is Chris from the WrestleGeddon podcast. We're about to try some Dubby Gearless Energy. So I got this one here, which is the Dragonade. So we're gonna try that out. We got our little mixer here, getting ready to roll. So, all right, we got our packet open. Dump that powder in there. Dump in the water. Bam. There we go. All right, here we go. Going to this little taste test here. Don't mind the hair. It's first thing in the morning. Here we go. That's pretty good. That is really good. To the Dubby energy drink taste test earlier this morning. I gotta say, it's definitely better than some of the other energy drinks that I've drank in the past. And they usually do like Ghost or Bang, like true to word, like energized, focused. It's just amazing. So definitely check it out. Hit up Dubby's website. It'll be a link down here in the bottom, and use code WrestleGeddon, and you can save 10% off your order. The instant replay. Let's talk some Full Gear. Amazing pay-per-view. If you guys got to check it out or not, or caught any of the highlights.
I actually watched it before the podcast.
Nice.
Man, I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
Really?
I mean,
With Hangman and Swerve?
I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, even Hangman and Swerve. It wasn't bad. Like, I ain't gonna say like, oh, it was a terrible pay-per-view or anything, but it was all right.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Also, like, Hangman and Swerve probably was the best match on there, in my opinion. Just the way that it was, like the story that they built up for it, the way the match was done, like just the use of the Texas Death Match in that feud as like I guess, I don't know if the feud is over, but it sure as hell seemed like it.
No, because I think in
AEW
this tournament they're doing, I think they're both in the same side.
And the gold bracket.
I think so.
I bet you they end up being like the final for that bracket.
Probably. And then the other final will probably be Kingston and Claudio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that match kind of had me torn. Because, I mean, it had some good spots in it. But, I don't know. This to me, like, when you start using fake weapons, after using real weapons, like, because, you know, you had a spot where, you know, Swerve staples himself on the chest, you know. And there are spots where they're using real weapons, but the fake brick and the fake barbed wire, like the little board of barbed wire that they put in between the two chairs, and Swerve got slammed on it 3 times.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude, that's not real barbed wire. Like, you can't just like, I've seen Sabu go into a thing full of barbed wire. You can't just jerk somebody right up and the barbed wire don't come with them. Like, and they at points they're using real weapons, and it's like, like, either use real weapons or don't use real weapons. But it's like, the match was good, but then when you do stuff that's like, oh, I hit him in the back with a brick and the brick exploded. Like, bricks don't fucking explode, especially against somebody's back. It's I don't know. It was just like a turn off for me, and it's like, then the disbelief is not there anymore, and I don't know. It just threw me off. I like Swerve and I like Hangman. I mean, to me, I think Swerve deserves like a push towards the world title.
Absolutely.
In that company. Because he's probably the biggest heel they have right now. And I would, but it was okay, but I wouldn't say like, oh, match of the night, because it had too many elements that took me out of it.
The reason why I went match of the night for that one is like the story that they were telling in that ring, like the personal like hatred between the two of them.
I agree.
That aspect of it kind of drew me more into it than some of the other matches on the card.
Yeah.
Because as you're following along that storyline, like with the two of them, Swerve breaking into Hangman's house, and like just the pure hate and animosity between the two of them. That's what kept me engaged into that match. Normally, with how often we see like a Texas death match or something like that, like No Holds Barred or Extreme Rules match, like generally I kind of phase out of it. But just the two of them and like the chemistry that they have together in the ring, and just the whole story that they're telling during that matchup is what kept me engaged in it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like I said, I wanted to love the match. I mean, I agree with the story and everything. It's just the fake weapon. Every time it'll take me right out of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, remember there's like women's war game. I think it was the women's war games or something. They used the fake camera, and I'm like, yeah, I can't. I can't.
Or
I can't do.
That time when Triple H got the sledgehammer from under the ring and he leaned on it and it bent.
Yeah. It's like, as soon as the weapon is like fake, I can't get into it. It's like you could have a regular, like, and that's what I'm saying. There's some weapons that they use that were real, and it's like you could have had like an awesome match. Like, you don't need, like, why do you have to have a fucking fake brick? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
You know what else I don't know? Did Danhausen make Jack Hager's dick smaller or something? Is that what happened?
I don't know.
Is that what I saw?
He cursed him and he bent over.
Yeah, like his dick shrink or something.
That's kind of weird.
It was really weird.
What else we have on here? Tony Storm and Sheeta, I thought was a good match too.
That was a good match. Yeah.
I did like that one. I pretty much, like, with the outcomes of these matches, like, I'm not mad at any of them. Like, they all kind of make sense. I mean, the only one that really kind of threw me off was Bucks and Omega and Jericho. But
which
I mean,
what I didn't understand was the stipulation if they won, the Bucks get a title shot?
No, the Bucks had a guaranteed title shot already because they won that battle. It was a battle royal or something that they won. So They had like a guaranteed title shot that they could use anytime, any place. So the stipulation, if Omega and Jericho won, they get the Bucks title shot.
Gotcha.
And if the Bucks win, Jericho and Omega had to split and they couldn't team again.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which I kind of going into the pay-per-view with that stipulation, I should have known better, but I still went with the Bucks anyway.
And Don Callis on commentary for that match it irritated the fuck out of me too. I might have been in a bad. I might need to go back and watch it again. I could have just been in a bad mood, to be honest.
Moxley and Orange Cassidy, I thought was a good match as well.
That was a decent match for the.
I was just happy to see Orange Cassidy go over Moxley instead of Moxley winning against Cassidy again.
Yeah,
I did like that. The opener, the 6-man tag with Darby, Adam Copeland, and Sting taking on Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne. Sting's son was in attendance, so unfortunately Nick Wayne's mom wasn't. But
I saw Ric Flair got some chops in.
Yeah. That's pretty much that's all we signed Ric Flair was just to manage Sting until his final match.
Yeah.
So,
it was.
I mean, to be fair, it was right?
Yeah. It was a decent match though. Everybody in the match is capable of telling a good story.
Yeah.
They did so. This is like one critique overall with the pay-per-view too. That's kind of like weird. There's way too much face paint in that fucking pay-per-view. It's like, does everybody have to wear fucking face paint? You know what I mean? It's like, I can deal with like one or two guys wearing face paint, but fuck, like.
I know, because you had all three of them. Then you turn around and you got Malachi and Brody.
Mm-hmm. Then you had Julia Hart, and it's like, oh my god, dude! Like, what's up with the fucking face?
Oh man, that match though, that triple threat for the TBS title was actually pretty decent too. I did pick Statlander to win, but I'm kind of glad that they did put the title on Julia Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Statlander's run wasn't as good as it should have been or could have been. So hopefully they
I think it started out okay. I think what kind of messed it up for them is they lost Jade.
Yeah.
And like they never really had that like Jade
had a
rematch that really
they did have a rematch. Jade's last match was against Statlander.
But that's the thing, it was her last match, so you knew she wasn't gonna win. And like everybody already kind of sort of knew that.
Yeah, and I mean it should have happened. Like as soon as Statlander was like cleared like 100% to go, they should have did it as soon as possible. But that could have been like as soon as they could do it, or they were just waiting for a pay-per-view. But it should have been done before that, so they could actually build it to a point where Statlander could legit beat Jade and then send her on her way instead of just like that last match, which really wasn't that great anyway.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so let's run through the rest of the results here real quick. 0 Hour, MJF and his mystery partner, which ended up being Samoa Joe. They retained the tag belts. Golden Jets beat the Young Bucks. Julia Hart won the TBS championship. Swerve wins the death match. Big Bill and Ricky Starks retained in the ladder match. Orange Cassidy over Moxley, retaining the international championship. Tony Storm beats Hikaru Shida to become a 3-time women's world champion. Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland go over Christian, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne. MJF retains against Jay White, which is actually another great match on that pay-per-view too. The lead up to that.
It was a good match. The whole the buy-in where he gets fucking injured and then have to go to the hospital, and then they the whole night they're like fucking Adam Cole's gonna verse him for the title instead. Adam Cole looks like a fucking AIDS patient. He's then got scrawny as hell, so he must really be.
God. No fucking way.
It's just like
I loved it.
I don't know. It was too over the top. It's like okay, like if you want to play an injury, you can do that. You know what I mean? Like they attacked his leg, like that's fine. But like the whole like ambulance, I don't know. At that point, it's like okay, he had to go like in an ambulance. Like
as soon as they announced Adam Cole was going to take MJF's place, I'm like, yeah, MJF is coming back before the match. Like, I
knew
way in hell this is going to happen. So.
I knew it going into it because I watched it today instead of when it happened. But still, I'm like, this is some fucking bullshit. Like, way too far to go with the storyline.
Also, Carl, I wasn't listening to you. I was watching the patriarchy Christian Cage come to the ring.
Oh, where they have the different words up there in front of the numbers, like selfless and giving.
I said
I love Zero, his father.
I said your favorite wrestler looks like he has an AIDS. Is what I said, Garrett.
I mean, probably.
Oh, awesome! Mystery signing, the newest signing ended up being Will Ospreay. We didn't find out who the devil was. Will Ospreay will be joining AEW full time. I think he said, is it January or February once he finishes up his commitments with New Japan?
Yep.
Yeah, he said we had to wait.
And so after he, I'm sure he's going through Wrestle Kingdom.
Isn't that is that where he's having that match with David Finlay and Moxley in that triple threat for?
Probably.
Title.
That's New Japan's next match on pay-per-view should be Wrestle Kingdom.
I didn't know the Continental tournament, they're making it a title too.
Yeah. So there's a Continental title that they're introducing, and then it's apparently Eddie Kingston's putting up the New Japan Strong title and the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Yeah, so you'll be a triple crown. Whoever wins the tournament will be a triple crown. But it's like a Continental title, really? Like, say you want to be WWE without say you want to be with the fucking WWE.
Yep.
This is the thing. Like, we're getting to the point now where every wrestler on AEW is going to have a fucking title. It's going to be like a participation trophy. Like, hey, you just signed. Here's a title. Welcome to AEW.
Yeah, especially with like all the Ring of Honor titles in there as well.
Yeah.
It's
but
like,
I understand putting the Ring of Honor title, like champions on like Dynamite or Rampage or Collision. I mean, it helps bring awareness. Like, hey, this person is, Ring of Honor or whatever champion, like they were doing with Joe as a television champion. But I keep the titles on Ring of Honor as much as possible. Like, I don't need to see like Ring of Honor titles every single week on Dynamite or whatever. So that's the whole reason why you have Ring of Honor.
And it's like WWE had this problem like a year or so ago where, not a year or so ago, probably more than that now. But it seemed like, okay, every fucking match is a fucking title shot. And it's like, at that point, the title don't really mean nothing because every fucking match is the title. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So, I mean, you have what?
For the match.
Hardcore title, European title, light heavyweight title. Like,
I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now with like the blends, because they have the brand split, and then you have like 2 world champions, 2 intermediate champions, 2 tag team champions.
I liked it before when before they added the world heavyweight title or the world championship with Rollins. Like, I did like Roman going back and forth between the 2 shows. Same thing with like they're still doing with the tag team titles because they still haven't added a new tag title to SmackDown. So
I'm hoping they're waiting for like a new design, and that's why they haven't done it yet.
Maybe.
I think they'll once Roman decides to leave, I think they'll unify the titles again. I think it's just he doesn't defend it enough for their liking. Is the only reason why they made the world title.
Awesome. So total points for our picks for Full Gear. Carl came in at 22. And Garrett, you and I tied at 28. Should have put a tiebreaker in there. Awesome. All right. What else we got? Go back to the main notes. Go. Survivor Series coming up this weekend. We'll do some picks for that too. Which I forgot to do. Well, there's not that many matches on there anyway. So
For Survivor Series,
yeah,
it's like 5, maybe 6.
Because
the War Games matches are gonna take up most of the pay-per-view.
Yep.
We found out Monday night that Orton will be the 5th man on Team Cody.
Yep. Thank goodness.
Pretty
Way to ruin the surprise.
They announced it on Raw.
That's what I said. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about them ruining the surprise.
Yeah, they should have just kept it kept it that way. Oh, Nick Wayne's mom is in the ring. There we go.
Yep.
There we go. All right. The best part of Nick Wayne being on AEW was his mom.
So I actually, believe it or not, it's the first time in a while I watched Raw from start to finish.
Oh, really?
I did. Watched all of it.
Nice.
It wasn't bad.
I mean,
there
was
some stuff I didn't watch because it was bullshit. Like, I don't need to see Raquel and Nia Jax.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Nia's ring gear was terrible too. Like, it did not do anything to help her.
I so hope
it was not flattering at all.
I so hope the rumors are true and we're getting Nia Jax because we're getting The Rock back, you know? Because, like, if we don't get The Rock back and we just got Nia Jax, then, like, I don't know. I feel like it's a big disappointment.
Yeah, that'd be... We'll see what happens.
The women tag team, like, Fatal 4-Way was really good.
I did like that. I think Natty and Tegan actually make a pretty good team.
Yeah, I was glad they won. I mean, honestly, I liked Maxine in that match. She looked pretty good in that match.
Maxine was great in that matchup. She did a hell of a job.
Yeah. And I like, I don't know why I can't think of her name, the girl from Diamond Mine. She's good, too.
Oh, Ivy Niles?
Yeah, she's pretty good in the ring, too.
Yeah, Ivy's good. She's a good powerhouse.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
That match was pretty solid.
It just popped in my head, and I just want to say this while it's on my brain. I know it's backtracking, but another problem I have with the pay-per-view is there was way too many crotch shots. Like, it seemed like they just like zoomed into like dicks like all fucking night.
Not enough ass shots in the women's matches, but way more crotch shots than anything else.
Yeah, in the men's matches. Women's match it was okay, but men's match was like
the complete lack of Nick Wayne's mom.
Yeah. Too many dicks in my face, yeah.
Oh shit.
You're like way
Christian
behind me.
Yeah, Christian just pushed Luchasaurus and took out Nick Wayne's mom.
Oh man. Poor Luchasaurus.
Oh, that's rough. Oh
no.
What else we got?
They're gonna kill his mom? Oh no. They're gonna kill his mom. He's gonna kill his own mom. No way. Anyways, so the women's Fatal 4-Way was pretty good. There's another women's match too. Fucking Xia Li. Her entrance is terrible.
But that's her though.
I know her entrance is so terrible though.
Yeah. So, they can do something else with it. Like, she doesn't have to do like the whole martial arts routine. Like, we know she's like a martial artist, but It's like Steve Blackman vibes.
Yep. Yeah,
Before
her
head cheese.
entrance is pretty bad. She's not bad in the ring though, but like her entrance is what kills me.
No. That match with her and Becky was pretty good.
Yep.
Did
what was
Nakamura wrestle? Who did Nakamura wrestle?
I gonna say? Chad Gable.
Chad Gable, that's right.
I'm
Great
gonna be
match.
honest. I kind of disagree. It was a little.
Really?
It was a little. What's the word I want to use? Awkward. I was even watching it with Katie, and she said the same thing. They had some awkward spots in that match. Not like a lot, but there was a couple, and it kind of like threw it off a little bit. But it was good. I mean, the two guys are great. So who do you guys think's gonna win the tag team turmoil next week? Since any tag team's allowed in it. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw a little bit of it. I wonder
if they're gonna.
Tough one.
I wonder if they'll have some new tag teams or something. They're gonna maybe fucking FTR comes back.
I doubt that one. I would be surprised if the Creeds win.
Yeah, Creeds. I could see DIY winning.
Nope.
Yeah, there's a few people.
Is it like just tag teams on Raw or tag teams on SmackDown too?
Oh, I don't know. It just said tag. I mean, it just said tag teams, but I'm sure it's the ones on Raw. Honestly, another team that was in that, like, I wouldn't be super mad if they won either. Is even though I know they won't. God, what are their names? Is it Veer and Singa, the guys that are with Jinder Mahal? I like those two guys.
Oh yeah,
they were pretty good in NXT together.
Are they doing it at Survivor Series or like next Raw?
They're doing it on Raw.
Yeah, they don't have like there's the matches for Survivor Series is just the War Games, the 2 War Games matches, Rhea versus Zoe Stark.
That'll be a good match.
Gunther and The Miz. And I think there's one more. I can't remember what the other one was off the top of my head.
Carlito and Escobar.
Oh, yeah, Carlito and Santos.
Which I saw
probably,
huh?
It'd probably be Cody Rhodes and Jay then would be my guess.
Nah.
Maybe.
That
could be a possibility too.
It's not been a Survivor Series, and I would say they'd probably give it to somebody that's not a real tag team. So, where they can win.
Yeah. Because then you still have because the Bloodline still has a tag title, or not Bloodline, Judgment Day. So that would make sense for Cody and Jay. So.
Maybe. They might not. They wrestle for him on Friday.
Oh, that's true too, but I doubt they're going to lose. So.
I don't know. Never know.
Maybe Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega showed up. Like, it said war title, but it didn't say what company.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Before we get into Survivor Series picks, I got some NWA news. Apparently, they are up on the CW app now. They got 8 episodes on there that stem from, I think it's the beginning of October up until, I think, last week or the week before or something like that. So
it's Power or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like 8 older episodes of Power. I tried to watch NWA like the last time they're on YouTube, and I couldn't get into it.
I tried to watch the I don't know, probably maybe about a year ago. I try to watch it like because they used to do the replay on YouTube, and I couldn't. It was like I don't know. It's like the new cast. After they came back from COVID, the new cast of characters. It was just too much of a shit show.
Yeah, it was too much.
It didn't have any direction. It was kind of like how AEW was filling there for a little bit, where it's just like you just have like wrestlers that you put in matches, and it didn't make sense why they were having matches, but then they were trying to make it make sense on the show, if that made sense.
Yep. Maybe they'll figure some things out. Who knows? All right, let's go ahead. Let's talk some Survivor Series and get into our picks for that.
One other thing I would have said about Raw would have been Drew and Jay was really good.
Oh, that was a great main event. Great matchup. Awesome. All right, so Survivor Series this year, we're kicking it off with Carlito taking on the former LWO member Santos Escobar.
I'm gonna go with I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Nice. I'm gonna go with Santos on this one, and I've got a feeling he might get some help from
Thanks, my turning.
No, I think we're gonna see the reemergence of Humberto and Angel Garza back on SmackDown, aligning themselves with Santos.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think that would be kind of cool.
Considering they're related to Hector Garza, one of the original members of the LWO.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you're right.
I think that'd be awesome. What are you thinking, Garrett?
Definitely picking Santos Escobar.
Awesome. All right, so we got that. Let's go ahead and look at the I don't know which matches are not in order, but I'm just going off out of memory. Rhea Ripley and Zoe Stark. The women's
Rhea Ripley.
Give me Mama Ripley.
I'm going to take Rhea as well. I don't see her losing that title anytime soon.
Or at least not to her anyway.
Yeah. Gunther and The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship.
This is going to be the match of the night, even better than War Games. And I'm going to take Gunther.
This is going to be a really good match. The Miz is one of those people that can put on a decent match and have a decent match with pretty much anyone. And I think when you get him in the ring with someone like Gunther and the story that they've been telling where, you know, Miz isn't a wrestler, he's an entertainer, like you can't hang in the ring with Gunther. I think we're going to see a lot out of the Miz in this matchup, but I don't think it's going to be enough to dethrone Gunther.
Did y'all hear Gunther talk shit about Ultimate Warrior?
Gunther talk shit about anybody.
Oh, man. Gunther can talk shit about anybody he wants. Like, dude can back it up. So.
Dude, what they like really need to do. I know everybody wants Cody and everybody wants the fucking Rock, but dude, they ought to have
Roman.
Yeah, have undefeated fucking Roman and fucking undefeated fucking Gunther. Both titles on the line, both streaks on the line. Fucking WrestleMania. That would be way bigger.
Awesome.
Way bigger than Cody Rhodes or Rock.
Nice. Garrett, who are you taking for this one?
As much as I want to pick The Miz, it's going to be Gunther.
All right. Women's War Games. We got Damage Control. Bailey Asuka, Io, and Kairi Sane taking on Charlotte, Bianca, Becky, and Shotzi.
I'm gonna take damage control in this one.
I think I will as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it would kind of be pointless for damage control to bring back Kairi Sane and then add Asuka going into this matchup if they're just gonna lose. Like that would just kill whatever momentum they've got. So damage control it is. Men's War Games match. 5-on-5 with this one. Judgment Day and Drew taking on Team Cody, which is Cody, Jay, Sammy, Seth Rollins, and the returning Randy Orton.
Taking Team Cody.
I'm gonna take Judgment Day, and I want to get bonus points by saying Dominic Mysterio pins Randy Orton.
I will give you bonus points if Dominic pins Orton. I am taking Team Cody mainly for the sole fact that Randy Orton is undefeated in all his Survivor Series appearances.
That's why he's losing to Dominic Mysterio.
The other question I got: will we see Shinsuke versus CM Punk?
I fucking hope
No.
so.
I don't
No?
think so. No. I don't think Punk shows up.
You don't think Punk's going to show up?
Mm-mm.
In Chicago?
In Chicago.
It's in Chicago, but I don't think Punk is going to show up. If he does show up, who shows up with Dana White, Donald Trump, and Tucker Carlson?
I'm thinking. I kind of hoping he shows up. I would love to see Punk versus Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Would have rather seen it, like 10 years ago, but I'll take what I can get.
Yep.
All right, so bonus points if Punk shows up. All right, cool. So I think that's all I got for instant replay. I don't think there's anything else in here. Back to the notes. That's the main stuff. I do have a what if for you guys. Forbidden Door wide open. WWE versus AEW. Traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series matches. Put together a team for both brands, both companies. WWE will consist of Raw and SmackDown. You have to have one world champion, one tag team, one mid-card champion, and any non-champion on the roster.
Any non-champion on the roster. Interesting.
Yep.
I mean, if we got to go with tag team champions, then we're screwed.
Gotta go with
Well, it doesn't have to be tag team champions. Just
just a tag team. So we gotta have one world champion.
One tag
one
team.
world champion. One tag team. One mid-card champion.
AEW only has one world champion, so I guess we'll go with MJF has to be in.
Yeah, that's true too. So I was thinking more like because Raw's got Rollins and WWE's got Rollins and Roman.
I mean, but let's be honest. Would you not put MJF on your AEW squad?
Oh,
No.
absolutely.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. Oh, man. So I would definitely, as far as like your world champion, you're gonna have MJF for AEW. That's already a given. Because no one's gonna put Eddie Kingston on there. So, for as far as WWE, their side is kind of it is a toss up between the two. I would probably go with Rollins over Roman.
I would go with Rollins too. I mean, to be honest, like Roman Reigns, I'm not a fan of him in any match, really. And I would go for the more entertaining match and Rollins and anybody from AEW. I think so. We go with a tag team.
Yep.
I think I mean, I hate to do it, but I think I will go with the Young Bucks.
Okay. I was thinking Young Bucks or FTR.
I mean, FTR has been in WWE, but I don't think FTR has ever been the face of AEW. Whereas if you have the Bucks, you kind of have the face of AEW. And the reason why I'm putting them in there is because my non-title holder for WWE will have to be Cody Rhodes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like he has to be in the match.
Like WWE tag team, do you go with the New Day, or you put the Usos back together just to be in that match against the Bucks?
I'm not going with either or.
All right, so tell me one more time what it all was. So it's World Champion Tag Team Mid-Card title. Is that what you said?
Mid-Card champion.
Okay.
And then any non-champion.
Mid-card for WWE is going to be Gunther.
Okay.
Right.
My mid-card champion for AEW, I'm going to go Christian Cage. Okay, so you kind of get AEW in Cody, and then you kind of have Christian Cage with AEW. Because I definitely don't want Orange Cassidy in the match.
All right.
I mean, I guess we could see who won the Continental match, but tell him who's going to win it.
Yeah.
And then, so what do I need a tag team for WWE.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest as my tag team.
Oh, nice.
I like it.
Okay. Nice. All right, Garrett. See you jotting stuff down there. What'd you come up with?
I'm still trying to think of one more.
Trying to figure out. Okay.
I got my AEW, but I want to save that one for last because that one you'll like that one.
Okay.
I need one more for WWE. Let me think. I'm trying to be different a little bit,
Yeah.
Like I think we all picked Rollins. I almost picked Roman, but I was like, you guys brought up good points. Roman sucks. Anyways. Dang, I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I like this better. I'm trying to be outside of the box a little bit. Not pick just crazy shit. All right. So WWE, I did Rollins. My tag team, instead of putting the Usos back together, I did Solo and Jimmy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously I did Gunther. And my non-last person is Nakamura. I'm not gonna do Rhodes. I think Rhodes makes sense. So obviously AEW MJF. My tag team. You're gonna like my tag team, Chris. I'm gonna do Brody King and Aleister Black.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Kings of the Black.
And then Christian Cage and Omega.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So I got Rollins. Tag team. It's kind of a tough one. But I would probably. That is a very tough decision. I'd have to go with the New Day on that one.
Which two?
No, scratch that. The Viking Raiders. I need some meaty guys on my Survivor Series team. So,
well, that was why I did Solo and Jimmy, because I thought those would pair really well with Aleister and Brody. That was kind of what I was going for. It was like styles.
Okay.
Thing.
Yeah, so I'll do the Viking Raiders, get some meaty men on my team. Mid-card champion, obviously, is Gunther, because I'm not going to put Logan Paul on my Survivor Series team. I mean, he may pull out some crazy-ass shit, but I think Gunther's going to go in there and wreck house. And then non-champion. Oh, that's the tough one.
Yeah, the non-champion, you can fucking do anybody.
Yeah. I have Gunther as my mid card. I might add Sheamus.
There you go.
I'll do Sheamus. So for AEW, obviously MJF. Your tag team, I would go with the Butcher and the Blade, but they're still on AEW's roster. So yeah, I would do Butcher and the Blade. I think they would those two in the Viking Raiders just beat the living shit out of each other. That'd be pretty good. I would actually add Orange Cassidy.
Oh man,
card champion. Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm adding Orange Cassidy. So,
you know what, Carl? I would do it too, just for the simple fact of seeing Orange Cassidy go up there and do his bullshit kicks to Gunther, and Gunther literally slap the fucking shit out of him and then pin him afterwards.
Honestly, that would be awesome, but I think him and Rollins would pair pretty well together. No.
I mean, Rollins could work a match with anybody, so yeah. I mean, who doesn't pair good with Rollins?
And then for my non-champion, I'm
put Orange Cassidy with Roman Reigns and see how good of a match comes out.
I love it.
Cassidy would make Roman look good. Non-champion, I am gonna go with Samoa Joe.
Have him come back.
Well, he'd be on AEW.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, but because that was that's kind of like why I went with Christian, because it's like, okay, you're coming back to WWE, and then the Cody Rhodes, it's like with the Young Bucks being in the match, like you can't have not have Cody, as the three that started the company.
Yeah.
Dang, none of y'all picked Will Ospreay. I'm proud of y'all.
Honestly, I kind of blanked that he was on the AEW roster. Even though we just talked about it.
Yep.
Awesome. I thought that'd be like a fun little thing to do going into a Survivor Series. So. Cool.
Hell yeah.
It's either that or like the worst Survivor Series team. Which is pretty much any team with Bad News Brown.
Bad News Brown wasn't that bad of a wrestler.
He wasn't that bad of a wrestler. Just like the two Survivor Series teams he was on, he just completely walked away from the match.
Yeah.
So Oh, awesome. All right, here we go. Wrestler of the week this week. Garrett, it's your pick. What you got for us?
Well, Chris tried to get me to pick the gobbledygooker, but it didn't happen. I changed my plans, and I went with the man with the best theme music in wrestling, Shane Strickland.
Swerve.
And I picked.
Swerve when I drive.
Yep. Fun fact: Carl gets boners from watching
Prince Nana dance.
watching Aubrey Edwards dance.
Awesome.
Man, it's stupid, but it's funny. So I went with Shane Strickland versus Matt Riddle, MLW, the World Champ finale.
All right.
So yeah. Yep.
I'm surprised you didn't go with
I thought about going with a kill shot match.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I'm
him
thinking.
and, like,
Kill Shot
him
and
and, like,
AR Fox. And
AR Fox
Weapons
or
of
him
Mass
and-
Destruction match.
I thought about doing that, and then him versus Marty the Moth.
Oh, bro, those are good matches.
Yeah, so you got
A lot
three
of good
matches instead of one.
Lucha Underground. Nice.
You got
All
three
right,
matches
cool.
instead of one.
Cool. All right. You know what else it's time for? There it is. It's time for G Money's quiz. Carl's favorite segment of the week.
It is. I actually kept it. I kept it pretty simple this week. I'm sure you guys have seen the things where it's like you get like a category and you have to rank them without knowing what comes next. So we're gonna do that with wrestlers. And I have a set of wrestlers that I randomly generated for you guys.
Hold on, let me get something to write with because I'm not gonna be able to remember.
No. I got you. You don't need to write nothing. I got you.
Okay.
I don't even know what's going on right now. I don't even. wanna
Apparently,
know.
they're presenting like the title to Toni Storm as like an award.
I love it.
Like she won like a
Alright.
fucking Oscar or something.
All right, which one of you wants? Which one? Who wants to go first?
Is it a top 10 or
We're just doing top 5.
top
I
5?
mean, I could do 10, but I just am going to do top 5. You each get a list of 5. All right. Since no one wants to pick first, Carl, you can go first.
Okay.
All right. Your first wrestler is Darby Allin.
Darby Allin?
Yep.
I'll put him at 4.
At 4? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Is that me? Am I going again or is it Chris?
Yeah, no, these are all for you, Carl.
All right, I'll put Flair at 1.
Flair at 1. All right. Your third wrestler is R-Truth.
R-Truth?
Yep.
I'll put him at 3.
At 3? Okay. Dang. I was trying to get you to fuck this up and you didn't. Your fourth is Orange Cassidy. Hope you're gonna
5.
put Orange Cassidy at 3.
5.
I think you made a decent list because your last wrestler is your childhood hero, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, at number 2.
At number 2, yeah. I wouldn't be upset if I had him at 1, but Ric Flair was too good of a choice not to put at 1. So I'm actually pretty good at these.
Are you?
Every time I've ever done them, yeah.
All right. So you got Flair, Michaels, R-Truth, Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy.
I think I nailed it.
I love it.
Something on my TV I'd like to nail.
What's Aubrey doing on there?
It was sky blue.
I love it. All right, Chris, you ready for your list?
All right.
All right. First one, Dusty Rhodes.
2.
2? Okay.
2.
All right. Second is Edge.
4.
Put Edge at 4.
Whoa.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
no,
forward. Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna fuck this up.
you are I know you are because I know what the list is. All right. I already know you're gonna put this guy at 5 because he's your favorite wrestler. The big guy, Ryback.
Yeah, it's definitely a 5. Blocked on all social media, baby.
All right. Number 4 is Rey Mysterio.
I'll put Dusty at 2.
Yep. So you got 1, 3 left.
Oh, I don't know what the other one is. I'll probably have to go Ray at 1.
I mean, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna go Ray at. I'm gonna go Ray at 1.
Ray at 1.
Yep.
All right. Which is probably a good choice. However, you fucked this list up regardless, because your last person that is a better wrestler than Edge is Shannon Moore.
Hey, I like Shannon Moore. Like,
I was hoping you're gonna leave one open. I was gonna be like, yeah, Shannon Moore is the best wrestler on this list.
I like Shannon Moore. I would actually argue that Shannon Moore was better than Edge.
I wouldn't argue that, but
in ring wise, yes. Charisma, no. But
my God.
I enjoyed Shannon Moore. I thought he was great, especially the Prince of Punk gimmick that he had in Impact.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Shannon Moore by all means, but I wouldn't, like, he's not in Edge's league. I wouldn't think.
It's all right.
It's all good.
Awesome.
I probably would go Rey Mysterio. Over Edge, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That is
Sorry,
fair.
I got distracted. AEW came back from a commercial.
But I'd probably go Dusty Rhodes over Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Oh, we got the battle. Pretty much every match in AEW is like the battle of the asses now. Like their entire women's roster all has like fat asses.
Well, I mean, if they could teach them all to wrestle, that'd be great.
Yeah. So Anna Jay versus Ska Blue.
They're not bad. No.
Versus Ruby Soho.
Oh, Ruby's in the match too?
Yep.
No, I missed that.
Well, there it went for perfect asses.
No, she's got a nice ass. Like,
I
mean, it's not as big as some of the other ones, but I mean,
it's
decent.
Right.
I mean, I've seen better. Like, there's 2 better in the ring, but
I'm not staring at it, just walking down the hallway.
Awesome. All right, let's hop over to No Holds Barred. The segment where I blank out for 10 minutes while Carl and Garrett talk about football.
Yeah, Carl's a little upset with me because he didn't make his picks with me this week, so he's probably gonna get them all wrong. But
Yep.
I tried to tell him to pick Carolina, but he didn't want to listen to me. So
The Titans are undefeated in Nashville.
so
So,
they also suck.
you know. I mean, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't be mad if they lost. But I don't think they're going to lose.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
who's not?
if we lose, we get a better draft pick. You know what I mean? At this point, we're not going to be able to make the playoffs. So.
You know who's not
Unless-
undefeated in Nashville?
The gobbledygooker. What do you think about having a Black Friday game this year, Garrett?
It's terrible.
Don't care. It's another day of
Yeah.
football, so I kind of enjoy it.
Are they still
Yeah.
doing a game tomorrow
I mean,
for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, they're doing.
they have.
They do.
I think the whole thing with it is the fact that Amazon like wants a game on Prime every week, and that's the only reason they're doing it.
It makes sense if they're paying NFL to broadcast games, and yeah.
Plus, it's like a single game, and it'd be the only game on a Friday. And most people are going to be off, so I think it'll do well as far as ratings go. But, yeah, I mean, I more anytime you get more football, I'm, into it.
Hell yeah!
Then it's rivalry week in college football, so
Yeah, I saw Ohio State and Michigan.
yep. The big game, probably the biggest game in college football.
Oh yeah, you think Jim Harbaugh is gonna go to back to NFL next year?
No.
That's what everybody keeps talking about. It's gonna be a bunch of firings. I don't know. Chicago Bears might hire him. They need a head coach.
They just got a head coach. That's the only thing with the NFL. You can't just keep fire. Like, it takes time to build a fucking team and a roster. You can't just fire people because they have a bad season.
Well, I know one guy that needs to get fired, and that's the fucking Chargers head coach. Dude,
okay, that one I could see.
Did you hear what he said in his interviews past week?
No.
He basically got like sassy with the like reporters that kept asking him questions, and he was like, "My plays are not the problem. We just got to do better." And it's like, so you're blaming the players for sucking. It's basically what he said. He's like, "My play calling is fine. My play calling is fine, but they need to step it up." You realize that team has the second highest paid defense in all of football, and they're the second worst defense in all of football?
Yeah, their defense kind of sucks. I mean,
but they have fucking great players on there, though. That's the shitty thing.
Great is.
I mean, they still got Nick Bosa. They got I can't think of the other guy's name that's on. I can't. There's another guy that's on there too. So.
Nick Bosa's kind of overrated because of his brother, but and then they have Khalil Mack, right? But he's like past his prime.
Yeah, that was the other guy. There's some other guy on there too that's pretty good though too. They have a few people that are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
they have a lot.
This is one of
they have a lot. They have a lot like better defensive players than they do an actual defense.
Well, I mean, this is one of the things where it's like I try to tell people all the time. It's you can put people together, but like you need role players to play roles.
Yep. And the crappy thing is their head coach is supposed to be a defensive head coach. He's not even like offensive head coach. And like that's why it sucks.
I mean, that's why I agree with you that would be a good firing.
Yep. And then you saw Matt Canada got fired.
Yeah.
which that needed to happen too. Because
Yeah.
the
That
thing
was-
I kept hearing was he was losing like the locker room, and once you lose that, then you're done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the only other coach that might probably be out of a job next season is Ron Rivera. I mean, there's a couple on there, but we'll see.
There's a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not, but there's a rumor that Kraft is going to fire Belichick and trade for Vrabel. I don't know if that'll happen.
I don't think they're going to fire Belichick. It's going to be like a parting of ways, kind of like mutual thing. But like, yeah, I don't think he's going to be there next year.
I hope we don't trade Vrabel, but who knows? I mean, if Patriots have the number one or number 2 pick in the draft, it might not be the best.
I heard that the Patriots have rights to Belichick, and they could trade him too.
Trade him to Tennessee.
I guess. I mean, I think he'd. I ain't gonna be lie. I think he'd be fine going to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Shit, you have a great quarterback and fucking Herbert getting underutilized. That fucking offense is so good.
He lived in Tennessee in the offseason, so he might not be upset going to Tennessee.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Vrabel because they said that Kraft was gonna make Amy an offer that she couldn't refuse. So like you can't refuse. Maybe it's like Bill Belichick and a first round pick. That would be like nobody would refuse that. But I don't know. But if you trust the GM Ren Carthon and you give him 2, first round picks that are going to be top 5 picks, then, if it ended today. But I think Titans will probably win a few more games and not have a top 5 pick. But we shall see. Y'all have anything good for Thanksgiving?
I'm making mac and cheese.
When you say making mac and cheese, are you like actually making mac and cheese, or are you like Velveeta or some shit like that?
I'm actually making mac and cheese. I got like 5 bars of fucking cheese. I got to grate.
Cool. You bake yours, or you make it on the stove?
I'm gonna try something a little different than usual. I've baked it before. I'm not sure if I'm gonna bake it or not yet. We'll see.
Ooh.
Yeah, my wife kind of usually bakes hers. She makes the cheese sauce on the stove, but then pours it over the mac and cheese, and then bakes it with like an egg, so it's kind of like, solid.
Yeah, I thought about doing that as well. I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Well, you cooking anything, Chris?
I ain't cooking shit. Everybody else is.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's gonna bring us some fucking buffalo chicken dip since he had to fucking eat some without us because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Oh, my wife brought it to work.
Yeah, my wife made it. She brought it to work. It's just lame excuses that he didn't want to give us any.
It was a big ass. It was a big ass thing too. It ain't like it was like just a little bit. Like it's like a whole damn tray of it.
Yep, It was delicious too.
I bet.
Put in a tortilla. Had a nice little buffalo chicken burrito.
Nice.
Wife's making macaroni and cheese, green bean casserole. Mother-in-law's making yams, and I think potato salad. I don't know what the hell else we're having. Turkey. Keep trying to tell them not to go all out every year. They don't listen.
They got to make green beans, tomatoes, ram, ham, chicken.
We're having sweet potato pie. Sweet potato pie.
You name it. Yeah, not a whole lot going on. So.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hang out and do nothing tomorrow.
I'm gonna watch football and
Watch more football.
play. Yeah, play games with my kids.
Well, actually, hang out and do nothing for the next 4 days. So
Probably do Minecraft or something.
Hell yeah. Love some Minecraft.
So they have that title on the table, but it's covered.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too.
It's probably just like an old TNT title because they ain't got the new one yet.
All right, so here's the real question. Who's bleeding first?
Oh, it's Briscoe and Moxley. Mox. Within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. Briscoe, he don't necessarily bleed every match.
Yeah, it's only when it's like necessary or adds to the match.
Yeah.
Moxley, I just need to bleed because I fucking felt like bleeding. Cut myself to feel alive. So emo.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's more emo than Darby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Anything good coming out this week? Movie wise?
That scary movie. There's that
the Thanksgiving
so.
horror movie.
Oh, yeah. I know something. Chris, did you see they're making a Star Wars What If?
I did see that.
I thought that looked
Star Wars
cool.
What If.
Yeah, they did like a Marvel one like a year or so ago.
Yeah, they got the next season of that's coming out soon too.
Yep. I saw that as well.
Yeah, Marvel did like a whole series of comics of like what if
what if everyone turned into a zombie?
Yeah.
The one the main one I saw for Star Wars was like, what if Anakin beat Obi-Wan kind of thing.
I was about to say something like gross, and I was like what if Jabba the Hutt fucked Princess Leia and they had like a slug baby?
Oh my god! Oh man,
so gross.
Yeah, it was like what if Anakin beat Obi-Wan. Another one I saw was like, what if Padme joined Anakin?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That should be pretty good. Is it?
Yep.
It's animated, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
It looked like it was. And then they announced Obi-Wan season 2.
Nice. So, Obi-Wan was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was really good.
Obi-Wan. Does he have the high ground in it?
I don't know. Let's hope so.
Oh man, the Marvels came out and pretty much bombed.
I'm I'm marveled out. Not gonna lie, just marveled out.
I was kind of saw some clips for the post-credit scene. Kind of got a little psyched for that. So.
Yeah, Disney stock ain't doing too well.
So the real question is, Chris, are they going to keep Jonathan Majors on? Because he starts trial this coming up week.
I don't think so. I haven't watched the new season of Loki yet, but from what most people are saying, I guess they're kind of like dismissing the Kang storyline.
It's not what I understood from Loki, but
No.
well,
No,
I mean, he's in Loki.
Yeah, I mean, like it was either that or the Marvels or something. One of the two. They didn't even talk about like the Army of Kangs or the Council of Kangs or whatever.
I mean, they're kind of too far into it now, I think, to kind of go away from it. But
it depends on what they can do. Like they did mention a kid in Latveria or a kid like off the coast of somewhere. So, which I think they're referencing Doctor Doom. So they could just completely end the Kang storyline with something in the next series or whatever, and then transition over to Doom.
Maybe.
We'll see. Who knows? I would like them to finish the Kang storyline and then end that and just move on to whatever comes next.
But it's also like, how many fucking more shows and movies you're gonna have to do it? 'Cause that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, honestly, like they've mentioned a bunch of stuff with King, but he really hasn't done anything.
Yeah. I think at this point, everyone just wants the X-Men, and that's pretty much all we're waiting for right now.
Yeah.
X-Men.
And the new
and they kind of gave
Fantastic,
it to us at the end of the Marvels. So
the new
or a little
Fantastic
bit,
Four.
I haven't really been a fan of the Fantastic Four.
I never have.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
they were all
I
bad.
never got
I just don't think
never liked the movie, the comic, cartoons.
I don't think it works as a movie. I think it would work as a series, but I don't think it would work as a movie.
Yeah, no, I could agree with that.
Because there's just so much like the dynamics between the four of them and like the whole story arc and stuff like that. I think it would be like a good like one season. Hey, we're fighting this villain.
You were wrong.
Transitions to this villain.
You were wrong.
Oh, Briscoe's bleeding.
Yep.
Oh,
Moxley's fine.
That's amazing. He'll be next.
Probably.
Yeah. I just want the X-Men. I'm still waiting for the fucking X-Men 97 cartoon to come out. I have the toys on the shelves already for it. When's the freaking cartoon coming out?
Never.
The 1997 cartoon.
Yeah, they're doing a continuation of the X-Men 92 series. So it takes place like 5 years later. So they titled it X-Men 97.
Same artist and everything, or
No. Different crew of animators.
well then why call it fucking X-Men 97?
They're in the same like style of costumes. And it's supposed to just be like a continuation of 92.
Yeah, but I mean if it's not the same animators. Like
I mean, that show had like every season had different animators, especially when you got to the last one. Like the animation was so bad because they ended up going like with a cheaper production studio.
I don't know if I've seen the I didn't see the last season.
It's really bad. Awesome. All right. I don't have anything else for No Holds Barred. You guys got anything?
No, I'm good.
All right. Let's pop over to the theme of the week. Carl, your pick this week. What you got for us?
I was actually gonna pick Swerve, but Garrett picked him for Wrestler of the Week.
Fuck it. Why not? Do it. Pick him twice. I like it.
Swerve when I drive. Swerve when I drive.
Oh my god.
I got my kids doing that now too. It's great.
See, I told
My
you.
wife told me to.
He's bleeding like a pig. What is it?
My wife told me to put my ghetto away.
Bleeding like a stuffed pig.
Oh, awesome. All right. So, Swerve, the theme of the week. Swerve's theme.
Swerve of the week.
Swerve of the week. I think the name of his theme is High Stakes, if I remember correctly. All right. Trying to find a decent Gertner quote of the week to end the show.
We're eventually, we're at the point where we're running out.
I don't think so. I mean, we'd have to go and probably watch the shows to get them, but you could probably find plenty of quotes.
All right, here we go. And there's me, Joel, the biggest lady killer in Buffalo since O.J. Simpson Gertner. Man. Oh, that's a good one. That was a good one. All right, well, that's going to do it for us for this week. Hope you guys had a fun and safe Thanksgiving holiday. Enjoy time with your family and friends. And if you did go Black Friday shopping, I hope you were nice and polite to those people that are out there working in the retail industry. They're there because you're out there shopping. Be nice to them. They don't make enough to deal with your bullshit. I know, because I used to be one of them.
Yeah.
Carl and I know because we are one.
Still are. While you guys are working Black Friday, I'll be enjoying a nice 4-day weekend. Because my company, we're not allowed in stores the whole weekend. Oh, it's great. All right. Be sure to follow us on all our social media. Just search WrestleGeddon Pod or use the Linktree link in the episode description. And make sure you check out WrestleGeddon or redbubble.com/WrestleGeddonPod to buy some sweet merchandise. I'm sure there are some Black Friday deals going on in Redbubble as well. Usually they do like a 40% off sale. So get yourself a cheap t-shirt.
Hell yeah.
Support us over here at the WrestleGeddon Podcast. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys for checking us out. And we will chat with y'all next week. On behalf of myself, Chris the Heat Matthews, Garrett G. Money Mun, and the Tennessee Jesus Carl Crossland, this is episode 211 of your WrestleGeddon Podcast. We'll chat with y'all next week. Later, Marks.
Catch a vibe, catch a quick when I drive.